right. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. For today's video, I wanted to talk about quad dominance. This is a pattern that I know personally I've had for probably since I've started running. I started running 18 years ago, so I've known for a long time that I had strong legs and that I haven't necessarily had a long stride, and that's something I've had stride envy for a long time because I've always wanted a longer, lighter stride. But one thing that I've learned recently about quad dominant rutting patterns is that it has way more to do with your nervous system in your breathing than it does with your legs being tight. And it took me a long time to learn that, and I would try over and over again to spend time and energy stretching and trying to get more flexible, and it wasn't really getting me anywhere. I'd put in hours of stretching sometimes, and the results were minimal. But there's a little write-up on the sympathetic nervous system that I found really compelling, and I wanted to see if this sounds familiar, if this hits home for anybody else. The sympathetic nervous system is designed to help us when we're under pressure, when we need to move fast, meet a deadline, or push through discomfort. It's a powerful and useful state, but when this becomes your default, your body starts to believe that you're only safe and you're only okay when you're doing something, fixing something, or making progress. Rest begins to feel uncomfortable, and stillness feels wrong. Not because anything is wrong, but because your nervous system has learned that forward motion equals safety. I felt like that was said really well, so I wasn't going to try to reword it myself. I thought reading it was probably the best way to translate that, but that is me to a T. Like all of those things, I always have a sense of like I'm rushing, whether I'm just doing daily tasks around the house or with work. Thankfully, I'm in a workplace now that doesn't rush me, but I sometimes find that I'm putting that pressure on myself so unnecessarily. But I guess what I'm trying to relay is that there's an underlying pattern. So you think your legs are tight, you think you're using the wrong muscles, and you are, but it's not because of the muscles themselves. There's something underneath that, and underneath that is the way that you're breathing, the way that your nervous system is operating. And so that means that in order to change these patterns, it's not going to be more stretching. It's not going to be focusing in on your legs and strengthening these muscles and loosening these ones. That could help a little bit, but the big changes are going to be made from the nervous system. And that's something, like I said, I've learned semi-recently. And when I've put it into practice, specifically the breathing, working on my breathing, taking big, deep inhales and exhales from the right spaces in my body has made a huge change already in I'm going to say 12 months that I've kind of been researching this and putting energy into this. So what's exciting is that I'm continuing to learn more and to do more, and this channel, this space that we're going to share where we're going to talk about these things is going to allow for even more growth in that area. So thanks for tuning in. I hope that was somewhat insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.